you stand for? Tell me now, what do you stand for?
Hi, this is Angelica with Minnesota Metal Blog, and today we are interviewing Lionheart from California. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves and what you play in the band?
Yeah, Rob, I do vocals.
Travis, I play bass.
Rob, guitar.
I'm Jay, I play drums, and missing is our other guitar player, Evan.
Yeah, he's
Not
filling
here.
in for Donnybrook right now.
So,
Alright, so how did you guys start as a band? What brought you all together?
I guess I started it maybe 4 years ago with some different people, but I got Jay, our drummer. He's the longest one that's been in the band, and then shortly after that, we got Travis and Rob and Evan, who's not here right now. And so this is the strongest lineup that we've ever had, and the best lineup probably so far. So that's kind of where we're at now.
Cool. So then, do you all contribute to writing, or what is your writing process like?
Yeah, everybody contributes. I mean, it's some songs were written differently depending on where we were, because some of the songs for the last CD or for the new CD we wrote on tour, so it's a little bit of a different writing process, and that was something that was new for us to write on tour, just recording on our computers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But prior to that, yeah, we just wrote a practice, kind of everybody, so everybody could have a hand.
So did you have a lot of fun writing the new CD? Was it interesting? Did
Oh
you
yeah,
guys-
no, it was definitely cool. I mean, the first part of the CD, a lot of the, like, you know, half of the CD was, like I said, written in more of a practice environment, you know what I mean, over a period of time. It's just like our last CD came out 3 years ago, you know, and it just got re-released time after time, you know. So we had a lot of time to write, so a good portion of the CD was written a while ago, just like through different practices and stuff. But then the latter half of the CD, a lot of it was done on tour and stuff like that, so it was done a little bit differently. So it's interesting to try different ways of writing.
Are you excited to promote your new? This is your first full length, right?
This is our second full length, but it's our first one that's really getting put out correctly, you know. The last one we pretty much did ourselves, and then Jamie Josta put it out through Stillborn, but it didn't really get much promotion thrown towards it, you know what I mean? And we pretty much still did everything ourselves, so this is our first real, like, release, you know, so it feels good, I guess.
So do you have any big touring plans for after the CD comes out? Are you going to do another tour, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably be on tour for the rest of my life, but we, you know, we're doing this tour right now with Donnybrook, Called Observe, and Stand United. After that, we'll probably be home for like a week or so, and then we'll be out for the rest of this year, for the rest of 2010, probably up until Christmas. But I'm not exactly sure what yet. I mean, we got a few different options in the mix, so nothing's been decided on. And then after that, we'll be out too. We'll be out forever. So.
That's good. I bet you enjoy touring then. How has this tour been so far? I know you guys started a few days ago. What's the weather like here compared to California?
It's,
It's a little colder here. It's a little colder tonight than it has been recently. It's been
been
a
a
lot
little
warmer.
mixed up though, yeah. Like driving just the other day, we were going through Missouri and like Kansas and stuff, and it was like humid, and then we get here and it's cold, and I don't know, it always changes. I mean, but that's part of the touring too, is kind of, you know what I mean, you don't just tour California and hang out in the same weather. You go and you experience different weather stuff, and I think, yeah, that makes kind of all part of the whole process. It makes it a lot more fun when you may slip off the road in an ice storm or something. It's definitely very exciting, I guess, and scary at the same time. But
as far as the shows though, the shows have been really, really good though. We're only 4 shows into it, but every show has been awesome, so it's been great so far.
All the bands are great too.
Yeah.
Stand United has been great. Donnybrook has been great. Called Observe has been great. So it's
really solid lineup,
Yeah.
I'd say. Really solid. I think people who are going to be coming to these shows are really going to get their money's worth as far as seeing all the bands, a lot of energy, a lot of really cool bands, really cool music. So.
Good. Do you have any interesting touring stories yet from this tour, or from anything from previous tours?
Yeah,
Anything
yes,
this
this
summer?
tour. Yesterday we had a little incident with the Omaha, Nebraska Police Department, who had a problem with us. But we were driving to the show, and we like to participate in van wars on our tours and just assault other bands and try to ruin them if we can. And we spotted Stand United, and we've never been defeated, FYI. And we just throw that out there. And we spotted Stand United on the freeway, so we decided to stall a little bit, got him in our sights, waited for him, pulled off the freeway. I was driving really slow, just waiting for a red light, you know what I mean? So we get a red light, and we stop, put it in park. We had a whole box full of sandwiches from Jimmy John's, because our friends, love you, Vimo, from Springfield, Missouri the day before, worked there and got us a bunch of sandwiches and stuff. So we had like 20 or 30 sandwiches. And we stopped. All these guys had undone all the sandwiches, and they were all warm and gross at that point, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And
bombarded.
And jumped out of the van, ran to the back where St. United's van was, and just bombarded their entire van with all these sandwiches. Little did we know that directly across the intersection was one of Omaha, Nebraska's finest, just sitting in his car.
He was not very pleased.
He wasn't happy at all.
And it was even worse that we were about halfway into the intersection
Yeah,
as well.
I was
During the
halfway
red
to-
light,
yeah.
we were just hanging out.
Yeah,
So
in the middle of the intersection.
he had a little problem.
Yeah,
he
to try to block
he
them.
wanted to chat with us for a couple seconds.
Yeah, he was hanging out of his window yelling at us to pull over. So we did, but
Didn't know why.
He actually didn't even give us a ticket. We told him we were in a band and we were just
Yeah. We had a bunch of young crazy kids just being weird. Thankfully,
we
he
didn't
took
even
it
know
though.
what to say because it's not like we were like speeding and I could just deny it. I mean, he literally watched us get out in the middle of the intersection and throw 30 sandwiches on another vehicle. So there was nothing to say, you know. I literally just told him I don't know if this is, you know. He asked me to explain it and I literally had nothing to say. I just said, yeah, I don't really know. That's just
he actually asked. He's like, so you let this happen and.
We're just like, yeah, I don't know. It just happened. They can't
there it
control that
is.
type of shit. So he was cool.
Well, I understand why you're undefeated.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't fuck around.
I say another, it's not really a story as much as it was more, well, it's a story, I guess. We had one little problem that could have been pretty shitty, but turned out not to be. Of course, second day into it, when we're in Denver, Colorado, our radiator hose decides to spring a leak and start spraying everywhere. So that was pretty scary, I'd say. I mean, that was something interesting that happened. I mean, it could have been the second day, could have been our last day, but thankfully one of the guys there was a mechanic, knew what he was doing, and got us fixed up. Yeah, fixed us up nice and well. So that was about the only other something that happened. So
It's hard to ruin our van too, because everyone that we tour with seems to have a really nice like.
Yeah, I don't
brand
even
new
understand
van.
that every band we tour with has a brand new trailer and a brand new van, and I have a '97 piece of shit.
$1,500.
$1,500.
Well spent.
Goddamn right. And it's still.
But we've probably done like
Still
five tours,
trucking.
5 or 6 tours in it.
Oh yeah, it's got 300,000 miles. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
The name is Ace Ventura. I have to say that.
That's cool. Are there any bands that you haven't played with before that you would just love to play with? Like, dream come true?
I'll go down the line.
Yeah, I'd like to say, I mean, this is really far-fetched, but if we've honestly had the chance to play with some really cool bands already, but I mean, if I had a dream band, I'd say Metallica, easily. Of course. Metallica, great band, fantastic band.
I already called it, that's why I was laughing. I told her that.
Metallica.
In our genre, I'd love to play with All Out War. Or without being in our genre. Maybe something like Blink-182.
Yeah.
Like a fest.
Hell yeah.
Actually, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I should
Tell me that
Damn
would
it,
not be
why didn't I
awesome.
think of that?
Here we go.
No, I'll probably say.
Trio.
Yeah, I love
Dashboard.
like that'd be great. I'd love to play Dashboard Conditional. That'd be great. Play like a fest with them. Serious note, probably I'd love to play with Marauder and get to see Marauder. Yeah, that would be great to see them. Yeah, we got to see them when they played Marauder. It was amazing. So, and I'd love to play with Signal. I got to see them recently. It just blew me away.
In our genre, All Out War. I'm at the second. Love that band. As far as a dream show though, Pantera. It's a rap. Yeah. All time favorite band. I just love Pantera. That'd be it. Outside of our genre, Hank 3.
Actually,
I thought you said
if I could do it,
Bone Thugs.
if I can
Hank
go
3,
back.
yeah, outside of our genre, Bone Thugs.
If I could go back-
Bone Thugs and Hank 3.
If I could go outside, you'll agree with this. Maybe Jimmy Buffett. That'd be crazy. That would
That's
be a
the
crazy
party.
show right there. Parrot
the
Heart,
fucking
actually,
party.
watch out for Parrot Heart coming.
Yeah.
Baby, 2010.
So So what can your fans and everyone else expect from the new album?
I'd say our most confident release to date.
Yeah.
The greatest, coolest thing we've ever written. The best we've all contributed. I don't know.
Coolest.
I don't know. It's everything that I think every single person in this band wanted this album to sound like, and so it's literally every single thing. Everyone had a say in it. I mean, everything came together so perfectly that I think people overall will just be pleased. I mean, it's awesome.
It's literally everything we've ever wanted
Yeah.
to write. It has everything in it. We took a lot of time, probably too much time, but we did take a lot of time, you know, and we put every single thing we possibly could into it, the lyrics, the music, the production, the organization of the songs, every single thing. It's just 110% Lionheart, everything that we're about. So the CD is, I mean, every single person in this band is more than excited. It's everything we've been waiting to do for 3 years.
Yeah, ever since the last record. I mean, this is.
And I like to think it's everything everybody's been waiting for, that has been waiting too. So.
Is there anything else you want to tell our viewers before we sign off? Plug the album again?
Yeah, I mean, the album's called Built on Struggle. It's coming out in January 2011 in Media Scare Records. We're touring right now with Dying Brick, Call to Preserve, and Stand United. We will more than likely be on tour for the rest of our lives, so
come out and see a show.
Yeah,
see it.
Check the MySpace, check the websites. We got Facebook, Twitter, all that bullshit.
Just support.
Yeah.
All right, so once again, this is Angelica with Minnesota Metal Blog, and this is Lionheart.
There it is.